everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing something a little different. I am in my library and I wanted to make a little video that represents National Hispanic Heritage Month, which started September 15th and runs through October 15th. So I thought I would talk about a couple of books that you might want to read for Hispanic Heritage Month. So let's get into it. The first book I want to talk about, so these books are going to either be written by Latinx authors or have a Latinx character in the book. So the first book I want to talk about is Steph, Soto, Taco Queen by Jennifer Torres. So this book is, what is she, the Taco Queen? Steph Soto just wants to be like all the other 7th graders at St. Scholastica School. She is itching to shake off the onion and cilantro aroma of Tia Perla, her family's taco truck, and she wants her pappy to get an ordinary job so that he can pick her up from school in a normal car, or better yet, let her walk home alone. Maybe then Julia, her former best friend, would stop calling her the Taco Queen. So this book sounds like it's, want to branch out from just doing the normal business of the family, and she wants to fit in at school a little bit more. So Steph Soto, Taco Queen. Okay, so that is book one. The next book is called All You Need Is Love by Tanya Guerrero. I'm sorry if I pronounce the names wrong. It says, Home is Where You Bake It. So this book, it says, is a heartfelt story about finding one's chosen family and discovering a love of baking. 12-year-old Alba doesn't want to live with her estranged grandmother in Barcelona. She wants to stay with her mom, even if that means enduring her dad's cutting comments to the both of them. So her dad must be verbally abusive. But Alba is surprised to find that she loves Barcelona. In the city her mother once called home, she connects with her Spanish roots, forms a close relationship with her Filipino grandmother, and makes new friends and discovers a passion and talent for bread baking. That sounds so heartwarming. So, All You Need Is Love by Tanya Guerrero. All right, the next book is Marcus Vega Doesn't Speak Spanish by Pablo Cartaya. I'm sorry, Cartaya. Beautiful names, but okay. Marcus Vega is 6 feet tall, 180 pounds, and the owner of a premature mustache. When you look like this and you are only in the 8th grade, you're both a threat and a target. After a fight at school leaves Marcus facing suspension, Marcus's mom decides it's time for a change of environment. She takes Marcus and his younger brother to Puerto Rico to spend a week with relatives that they don't remember or have never met. But Marcus can't focus knowing that his father, who walked out of their lives 10 years ago, is somewhere on the island. That sounds like a great finding your family, finding your roots, accepting who you are, accepting where you came from. Sounds like a heartwarming story. Okay, so that was Marcus Vega Doesn't Speak Spanish. I wonder if he'll speak Spanish by the end of the book. I wish I spoke Spanish. All right, the next book, I have read this. I have not read the other ones that I just gave you a little synopsis of, but Esperanza Rising by Pam Munoz Ryan. This book, I loved it. I read it a couple years ago. Esperanza believed her life would be wonderful forever. She would always live on her family's ranch in Mexico. She would always have fancy dresses and a beautiful home filled with servants. Papa and Abuelita would always be with her. But a sudden tragedy shatters her world and forces Esperanza and Mama to flee to California, where they settle in a camp for Mexican migrant workers. Esperanza isn't ready for the hard labor, financial struggles brought on by the Great Depression, and lack of acceptance she now faces. When Mama gets sick and a strike for better working conditions threatens to uproot their new life, Esperanza must find a way to rise above her difficult circumstances because Mama's life and her own depend on it. So Esperanza Rising by Pam Munoz Ryan. She also wrote Echo. This is a hefty book. I have not read this one though. Okay, and the last book I want to talk about is Sophia Acosta Makes a Scene by Emma Othagai? I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry. Full of heart and character that jump off the page, this is a unique and honest view into the experience of the Cuban diaspora in the United States from a young protagonist's perspective. It made me care deeply about Sophia as she awakened to issues around her, such as gentrification, privilege, immigration, and history, timely and necessary. So this book, Sophia Acosta Makes a Scene, and I believe this book was just released in 2022. I'm not sure which month, but this is just released. So I have not read this, but it looks super good. Okay. Thank you for popping in. I'm sorry this is short. I just wanted to throw a couple of middle grade Hispanic Heritage Month options out for the viewers. I am at work, so we are getting ready to open up for the day. I hope everybody is doing well. I'm hoping to make a little bit more content now that we've gotten back into school and things are flowing a little better. I'll see what kind of content I can put together. Maybe I can do a little bit more of these. I put new displays up each month, and maybe I could like do a little video each week. Sorry, co-workers. Do a little video each week that talks about my different displays. So I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.